Hi everybody, this is Dr. Stephanie, your double board certified critical care physician. I work with physicians who are struggling with their jobs, burnt out with their careers, or who just want some career advice. Through my books, webinars, coaching, and speaking, I help physicians discover alternative jobs and careers in medicine so that they can practice medicine on their own terms. So as you all know, I have been off for the last week and I have another week off. And a lot of times people always ask me, well, what do you do on your time off? Like, how do you spend your time? Well, let me show you how I spend my time on my days off. I'm going to show you guys my office. This is where I am. This is what I do. I'm sitting here doing work, filling out yet another application. Now, you all know last week I got my 13th medical license. I mentioned on one of these Facebook Lives that I'm in the process of working on trying to get 3 assignments or 2 assignments with 3 different companies or something like that. And the paperwork is sometimes unbearable. I've got this application sitting in front of me right now. I got this email that came in the mail yesterday, and I'm going to show that to you guys. And if you can see the list of things that they're asking for me to get onboarded for this particular assignment. And actually, that assignment is an assignment that I'm trying to work with the organization directly. So I'm actually having to fill out all of that paperwork myself. And I think there's about 15 items on that list that I have got to submit to this organization so we can start the credentialing process. And then I got this in the mail yesterday from another state medical board whose license I'm applying to, that one of the other locums companies that I work for has taken the liberty of helping me get this license. So I've got like 3 applications that I have to work on. And as you can see, this is a lot of paperwork. Now, luckily, with the companies, with the assignments in which I'm going through a locums company, a lot of the forms they send me are pre-populated, but I still have to answer the yes/no questions. I still have to sign the required signature pages. So I still have to sit down and do these forms. And then, of course, all of you all know, for those of us who want, conscious sedation privileges, we have to take that test regardless of how many other conscious sedation tests we have taken and passed for every application we've done. So hi, Dr. Alexandria. Thank you for watching. So here's the thing. The paperwork when doing locums can be overwhelming, and it doesn't matter whether or not you're doing locums with a locums company or doing locums as a direct hire. The paperwork can be overwhelming because you still have to apply for the licenses, you still have to do the onboarding paperwork, the credentialing paperwork for the organization, for the locums company, for the hospitals, for all of these state medical boards. You have to do all of these applications. The difference is, like with the locums company, they have credentialing departments so that they pre-fill a lot of these applications for you. But when you are working directly with an organization, you probably have to do that stuff yourself. And I will tell you, last week, I had a moment. And, just because I've been doing this for 10 years and I am a locums expert, I consider myself a locums expert. I've been doing this for 10 years. I tell you, it gets to be overwhelming. So last week I had a moment and I just told one locums company, I said, we're not going to move forward on this particular assignment. I'm not filling out any more applications, because they wanted me to fill out a paper application, which we had done, and then they wanted me to go online and complete the online application. And I was like, this is redundant. I'm not doing both of them, so we're not doing this. And I just had a moment. I'm like, I can't do this. And then even a couple of months ago, I told one of the companies that I was working with, I'm like, you know what? I have application overload. I cannot fill out one more form, do one more check mark, do one more signature. So sometimes it does get to you. It really does. However, I have to keep reminding myself, and I want to keep reminding you guys, as locums doctors, your second job as a locums doctor is to find your next job as a locums doctor. So unfortunately, paperwork, applications, the credentialing process is just part of it. It is a necessary evil, so to speak. And so try to do the best you can to develop a system and a network for how you handle all of the paperwork, because I don't think that you should pass up opportunities, pass up doing locums, be afraid of doing locums just because it seems like it can be a bit overwhelming. So here's what I do. Every day I make a to-do list of the things, of course, that I am going to do throughout the course of the day. And of course, I'm not going to get all of this stuff done today. You know, all of these applications are not going to get done today. But what I am going to do today are the applications I'm working on, the applications I'm going to deal with, the things that need to be addressed today, and then these other two applications will get forwarded to tomorrow and the day after until I complete them. So, you know, I've just found a method to work through them in kind of a systematic way for me. And that's what I kind of encourage everybody to do. Don't let the paperwork overwhelm you, but just work through it one application at a time. So my locums docs who are watching, please do me a favor and comment in the comment section of how you feel about all of this paperwork and what you do to actually handle all of the paperwork that you have to do without being overwhelmed. This is Dr. Stephanie. Thank you so much for watching today. And for those of you who are interested in doing locums, if you want to get started, please download your free copy of my locums ebook at bit.ly/Dr. Stephanie locums ebook. That is bit.ly /Dr. Stephanie locums ebook. Thanks and bye-bye.